I noticed Ladybug has a little bit of green snot today, so I'm gonna go out there, bring her down, check her temperature, and see if there's anything going on.
Somebody asked us recently why the dogs haven't been out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm filming right now.
Oh.
Someone asked us why the dogs haven't been out recently, and the dogs are out all the time. Just while we're filming, we need to keep an eye on, especially this one. She's getting into trouble because she's a puppy. We're training her, so during the videos they don't just run amok. We're training Poppy. One of the things I've been working on her lately is just manners when I open the crate.
Puppies, it's always a war of attrition. Release. Oh, did you hurt yourself? Sorry, Pop. Okay.
I'm also working on, with Poppy, the pee on command. Go pee! Over here, over here, over here. Go pee. So she's 3 months old. She knows to sit in her crate. She's pretty good with the crate training. She's peeing on command. We had a little hardship in the beginning. As you know, she got coccidia, but we treated her for that, and so since then we've been out of the whole messes. And she's doing pretty good. She's getting better. Even getting better about jumping up and things. Good girl. We just give her love when she's being nice and calm. All right, the cows are coming in, so we're gonna put her away. Come on, pup. Crate. They'll be back out after the cows come in. Here they come.
It's gonna be a big mucky pile this weekend. Come on, Aust. Oh my.
Don't worry, no trick.
Just making sure I'm not trying to dupe her into something. I haven't seen any blood, so she didn't have a visible bleed off at least, which is a good sign for the pregnancy. I've been checking her back end every day and I haven't noticed any blood, which would indicate a bleed off from being in heat again, which is a good sign. Makes me think maybe she's pregnant. This one, she did have a bleed off, so she definitely was in heat. Look at this one. What are you doing?
What's your excuse?
That'll be soon. I don't see any snot now. And like her lungs. I don't have a stethoscope, but I can't hear any like wheezing or anything when she breathes right now. But I can check her temperature just in case. Because if not, I will be up all night worrying about it.
Where are you going with that? Right here.
She's eating well. So, last time we did this was with you, little one.
Do we need the sidebar up, or?
It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but you know, cows. All right.
Sidebar? It'll take me about a minute to pull it up.
You should just pull her tail up. Why don't you try doing that thing where you pull it up? Just pull it straight up. Straight, like grab it here.
Pull it up?
Yeah, pull it straight up. Ooh, pull it up. Oh, gotta pull it up. You don't know how?
No, I have no idea. It feels
Pull
like
it up. Here. Oop.
feels like you're gonna break it. It's very stiff.
No, it doesn't.
Have you pulled it up before?
No.
Well, try it
But
because it
everybody
feels
says
like
it's so easy.
Okay, just from here.
No, I think from the base. Like here. It's supposed to immobilize her. Oh, I knew you were gonna do that.
Pretty stiff, right?
Well, I have to watch a video on it. They say it's pretty easy.
ain't bad at all.
It's like, yeah, that's okay. I think a 99.1 is okay, and she's at 98.9.
Could it have not been in far enough? Or?
I mean,
Or is that far?
it's that far. I think we're okay. I'm sorry.
Feels like a hunt camp week.
What?
This weather, cold, rainy, guineas, just.
And she's like clean and everything. She's not like sick. I'm just gonna keep an eye on her. Could be she just got a little like allergic to something in the air, you know?
Little allergies.
Yeah. Huh. Drama. I know you don't like this one. Easy, easy. I know. I'm gonna let her out because I don't want her making a big mess of this. Or at least probably better. Easy, easy. Calm down.
Hi, girl.
You've been doing so much to her. Oh, yes.
She's mistrusting.
Good. I wanted to really clean tonight.
Her breathing, how's that?
She's always kind of a heavy breather when it's hot, so that's not abnormal for her to be kind of like freaked out and like be huffing.
She doesn't have a temperature, so.
No. Good. I gotta keep this one in.
Who, alone? It's okay, lady.
Wait, they do not like you in that coat, do they? Go ahead, get her up. Up, up.
Hop, hop.
Good girl. And you're staying in, little one. They just don't like you in that coat.
They don't like my coat. Cows.
They don't like you much as it is.
Oh, it's nasty out. We're getting rain. And this is just the beginning and the temperature's dropped. Starting to feel like fall. I had a pumpkin spice latte today. I'm okay with that. Deer season's coming.
What did you say?
You look cute in those
My PJs?
your PJs.
And these are my PJs. Let me hose that one. Because I haven't seen a bleed off, and she didn't really have any signs of heat other than trying to mount Luna when Luna was in heat. I'm going to do a blood, no, I'm not going to do a blood pregnancy test because you saw how needles went last time.
Whoa, girl. Whoa, girl.
I'm going to do a milk pregnancy test, which will be nice because we won't need any needles. Right, Aust? I'm doing a blood test because I spoke with the man who's sending me the test. What?
Milk test.
Oh, I'm doing a milk test because the man who's sending me the test from the DHIA said they're both 98% effective. Because for Ladybug's sake and my sake, I will get somebody here eventually to help me draw blood to show me how to do it. But for now, I'll do the milk pregnancy test. And I think we'll both be happier that way.
Released. Okay.
Another area that Poppy is fix the microphone here. Another area that Poppy is learning good manners is with feeding time. You don't want even a little puppy, the time to fix all this bad behaviors as a puppy, you don't want her jumping up on you when it's feeding time. So I make her sit, be nice and calm before I pour that feed in her bowl.
Released.
In a recent Homesteady, Ask Homesteady, I talked about how I've always used a release word for the dogs. And for Bones, the release word I taught him was okay. As soon as he's allowed to either exit his crate or stop listening to a command, I say the word okay, and it tells him he doesn't have to be a good boy anymore. Well, he always has to be a good boy, but he doesn't have to listen anymore. Sit. And one of our viewers said you shouldn't use that word as a release word because it comes up in everyday speech way too much. And that is so true. I'll be talking to somebody, hey, no. I'll be talking to somebody and we'll be, the kids will ask me, yeah, is it okay if we do this? And I'll say, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And he thinks I'm talking to him. I thought that was a really good tip. So whoever, I forget who shared that warning of don't use the word okay. They said it comes up in conversation way too much. With Poppy, instead of using the word okay, I'm going to use the word released. Because I hardly ever say that in everyday conversation. The problem is now I have one dog who's waiting for a released, and the other dog who has no idea what that means, he's waiting for okay. So we'll have to work on that. Maybe Bones will pick up the whole released thing. What are you seeing? Include us.
Watching these little Sussex already starting to posture with each other, try to fight each other. That one's got a little back foot, looks like, doesn't it? That one in the back.
Maybe the other rooster.
Watch that.
Well, they were running out way too much, these guys.
You're fast when you don't eat all the cat food. We moved all the chickens that were in that back stall up to this front stall. So when we moved, there were chickens using all 3 stalls. Now we just have the majority in one. And we put both perches in here. Everybody does good? They sit? Needs cleaned out again? This will be easier for us in the winter as well if we don't have 3 different stalls to worry about feeding and watering. Just one central location.
With crate training and potty training, Poppy, gotta get my spray.
Your naughty puppy spray?
This is my naughty puppy spray. If she barks at me while I'm standing here, she gets sprayed. She's a smart dog. She saw me grab the spray can, so I don't think she'll bark at me anymore. Potty training and crate training at the same time, one of the things we use, feeding time will push out pooping time. So we'll feed her, and then about 5 minutes later, we let them back out, walk them around, and about 5 minutes walking around, things will move along, and we'll get the nightly poop and the morning poop out that way, so we don't have any accidents in the crate. Released. Released. She's getting too sick now. Releasimo. Come on, pups. Yeah, puppy. Woo. Being that this is a homestead, they are not the only animals here. We don't feel comfortable leaving the 2 labs just to run around and live life outside all the time. The shepherd here, the security dog, he is out all the time. But he's been trained for that. He's a kind of a homebody, and he doesn't go running off. But these 2, they follow their nose wherever it goes. They're hunting dogs. And as they run and play, they'll pick up a scent of something 2 miles away, and they'll just go. And there they go. If we just leave them outside while we're filming videos, even if we're outside, if we're not paying attention to them, you'll look up and you're like, where are the dogs? And they'll be gone somewhere, you won't see them. So we don't just leave them run around and, playing outside. If you don't see the dogs outside in the videos, it doesn't mean they're not getting outside, it just means we're making a video and we don't want our dogs to get lost. There they go. Poppy will be pooping in like 2 minutes.
There she goes.
Called it.
The Poppy pooping show.
There it is.
And where's
Love
Bobo?
it. Like clockwork. You feed them, 5 minutes later you take them out to run around, they'll go poop. And that's how you can house train, crate train, potty train your pup. And there goes Bones. I have no idea where he is. Come on, pup! He's been doing this lately. There must be something up
Water
there that
or
just
something.
smells so good. And he's gone. This is what happened this morning. That quickly. I mean, Bones is gone. Oh, here it comes. Good. He heard me that time. I yelled at him this morning. Come on, pups! The other thing is Poppy, for a long time, was small enough to still get into the cat food. For a long time, Poppy was small enough to get into the fenced-in area where the cat food is, and she was gorging herself on cat food, which was another puppy issue. Another reason why we didn't just let them go without supervision. But each day we take them out, we let them roughhouse like this. In the morning time, I spend an hour-long walk with the dogs. I walk the property, get a lot of time in with them. And then throughout the day, we just take them out and interact with them. And they get plenty of playtime. Oh, we'll do the close-up. We'll update you on that pregnancy test as soon as we get the results.
Yeah.
If you want to make sure you get the results right away, sign up to the email list, because the minute that video goes live, I'm going to send out an email saying, preg test, find out the results, the minute. If you want to know first, sign up to that email list. In tomorrow's episode of Homesteady, we're going to talk about keeping your cow healthy through what you're feeding it.
We've had a lot of questions about what we're feeding her.
And we're going to discuss the heated topic of whether or not you should be giving dairy cows grain.
The pH in the rumen, I see you. The pH in the rumen getting messed up and allowing unhealthy things to thrive in the cow. So if we keep the grain...
Learn what we do in tomorrow's video, 5:00 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to know if Ladybug's pregnant as soon as we release that video, sign up to the email list by clicking on that little chicken picture. You'll join our email list, and the minute that video goes live, we will inform you through your email.